All right, we're gonna get started seated tonight. So if you wanna make your way up onto a bolster, maybe a block, and let's just close our eyes. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Let the belly come softly in. Let's take just a big inhale in, big breath in. Slow exhale. Another one, big inhale. And exhale. Keeping the spine nice and long. Keeping the sides of the neck long. Pull the crown of the head up to the ceiling. And then get heavy in your sit bones. Heavy in the lower body and the pelvis. It sinks down because it's heavy, heavy, heavy. But the head and the shoulders are light and they're lifting. Creating this traction along the spine. This sense of rooting and grounding, but also expansion and lifting. Take the heart, just lift it up about another inch. Good, and then exhale. If you have an intention, a reason, something that brings you to your mat, just flash it to the front of the mind for a moment. And then just start with a little bit of movement here on the inhale, a little bit of movement, anything. Eventually transitioning to seated cat-cows. On the exhale, arch the spine, tuck the chin, pull the hands towards the knees, and then cow. Open up the belly and the heart and the throat, back and forth. Good, take a couple more rounds, moving through the spine, letting it feel really, really good. And then we'll meet back in center. Let's work through the neck, drop the right hand down, drop the left ear to the left shoulder. You can stay right here, find some neck circles, change the angle of the chin so you can change the stretch. Good, let's bring in inhale and bring the head back up. Mixed up my words there. And then let's find the other side. Bring the hands to the lap. Good, let's drop the left palm down, right ear, right shoulder. Good, same thing here. You can stay right where you are. You can find movement, half circles. Good, and then we'll eventually bring the head back up, move into some shoulder rolls when you're ready. Good, an opposite direction maybe. Back to stillness. Let's bring the hands behind us, palms or fingertips facing towards the back of the mat. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, just lift the heart up. Maybe the chin drops a little bit back. Keep the core engaged. Keep the sit bones heavy. Breathe into your chest, into your heart space. Soften the throat. Good. Take an inhale, bring yourself back up. Bring the knees in front of us. We'll find boat pose. So there's a lot of different ways you can do this. You can bring the palms face up. You can stay right here. This is totally fine. You can bring one leg up. Hope my quads aren't going to do it. You can bring both legs up if you'd like. You can also straighten them. Good. Find whatever boat you'd like. Good. And then let yourself shake. Let your core warm up. Let your body warm up. Let it start dramatizing itself. And just let the mind stay centered and steady. 3 more. Let it do what it's going to do. Good on the exhale. Bring yourself back to Sukhasana. Easy pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Good, relax your face, your heart. Let yourself fold forward. And if you want to take that forehead to knee variation, if you like that, we've got 6 breaths here, or you can stay right in center. Two more. We'll meet back up in center. Roll the shoulders back over the hips. We're going to find boat again, but just first extend the legs out with the heels on the ground. And we're going to find that kind of heaviness in the sit bones and lifting of the heart. And then you can work your way up, whatever one you'd like. If you'd like, you can grab your toes. You want to play with it? Good, we're just letting our body work here. And letting our mind steady. 2 more. Mind is steady. Good, 1 more big breath. Let me hear it. Big inhale. Slow exhale. Let yourself down. Opposite cross, Sukhasana. Easy pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Good job, you guys. Again, that forehead to knee variation is available if you like that. Keep the both sit bones rooted though when you do. Take 3 more. Eventually we'll meet back center, roll the shoulders back over the hips. We'll plant the right palm down, maybe the elbow bends a little bit. We'll inhale the left arm up as high as you can, reach for the ceiling, but don't let the shoulder come towards the ear. And then exhale, you can just fold or crescent, side crescent to the right side. Yeah, and keep that right sit bone rooted. Keep it heavy, but keep the heart lifting. Good. Exhale, let's go the other side. Good. Left palm, left elbow bends, right hand extends. Get really tall, reach for the ceiling, and then just crescent to the side. Keep the sit bone heavy. Keep the left side heavy. Good, let's take 1 more each side. On your own breath. When you're ready, the other side. Good. We'll meet back in center. We'll slowly find our tabletop position. Hands and knees. And just find some stillness just for a moment. Spread the fingers out wide, the wrists under the shoulders, knees under hips. Find 2 breaths here in stillness. Check in. Check in. How you doing? How you feeling today? And then go move. Just start moving. Intuitive motion. Let it feel good. Take 4 to 5 breaths of this. Good. Eventually, maybe moving into that traditional cat-cow through the spine. Pressing the ground away, tucking the chin, arching as high as you can, and then pulling the heart through, dumping the belly, opening up the throat. And then when you're ready, I'll meet you in child's pose, Balasana. When you're ready. Big toes together. Maybe the knees come out wider than the rib cage. Maybe they stay together. Good. Let the hips sink back onto the heels. Maybe you roll the forehead around on the mat, just slightly, small movements. Maybe you find stillness. Let's take 2 more breaths. Good. Let's take an inhale, roll ourselves to tabletop position, downward facing dog. Knowing we're moving into our 3 sun salutations, so we're heading there, but first we're hitting downward facing dog. Relax the face. Maybe you give yourself a little smile down there. I used to hate smiling during yoga. It was so forced. So maybe you give yourself a smile. No one can see your face. Good. And then take a look at those hands. Make your way top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, spine long. Exhale, fold. Big breath all the way up to standing. Arms out wide. Exhale, down through center. Good. 3 sun salutations here. I'll lead you for the first one. Take an inhale. Arms come overhead. Get big. Take up a ton of space. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Pull the shoulder blades on the rib cage. Spine comes long. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step or hop back to plank. Good. Stay here in plank just for a moment. Line your wrists underneath the shoulders. Come to chaturanga or all the way down. And then upward facing dog or cobra. Hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Good. Take 3 to 5 breaths here. And then if you know them, you're welcome to move through the next 2 on your own. If I see anybody get stuck, I'll come around. Beautiful. Once in that downward facing dog, we'll breathe here, wait for the rest of our community. Take what you need. Maybe you give yourself a smile again. Maybe you come back to your intention, what guides you to your mat. We'll take an inhale, the right leg will come back. Big three-legged dog, flex to the toes, flex to the face, press through your heel. Good, and then maybe you start to bend that knee, open up the hip for a couple of breaths. So you start to bend that right heel and you try to stack the hips on one another. Yeah. Good, back to three-legged dog. Hold here. Slide forward, three-limbed plank. Three-limbed plank. That right foot stays up. Good. Now, you can stay here or go through three-limb vinyasa. Totally an option. We have 5 breaths no matter what. Good. And then we'll find downward facing dog. Nice job, you guys. Set that foot right back down. Take a minute if you need. Take a minute if you need. And here we go. Left leg lifts. Flex the toes to the face. Press through this heel. And then bending that knee, start to open up the hip. Good. Turn this in. Yeah. Good. Back to three-legged dog. We'll slide forward to three-limbed plank. Hold here. Optional three-limb vinyasa. Whatever you do, take 3 breaths or 5 breaths, and then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Nice, you guys. Good. And then we'll set that foot back down. Take an inhale, right leg lifts, big three-legged dog. We have one more round. You can open up that hip if you'd like. Back to three-legged dog, and then three-limbed plank. Good. Three-limbed vinyasa. Nice, you guys. Good. Downward facing dog. Good. One more. Left leg lifts. Open up the hip if you'd like. Control yourself the whole way. Back to three-legged dog, and then three-limbed plank. And then when you're ready, vinyasa, three-limbed vinyasa. So good. Nice. From here, downward facing dog. Let's drop to the knees. Child's pose, big toes together, knees out wide. Sit the hips back. Oh, take a couple breaths here. When you are ready, we're going to meet in downward facing dog. But when you're ready. And if that means you're there the whole class in child's pose, that's fine. Good. Good. From your downward facing dog, we'll take a look at the hands. Make your way front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, this time fold. Ustrasana, fold here. 5 breaths. Relax the head. Let the upper body drape over the lower body. Check in with the hammies. Be careful, Shelby. Don't fold too much. Good. On this exhale, finish it, and then take an inhale. Bring yourself all the way up to standing Tadasana. Arms overhead, come down through center, and then find Tadasana. Good. Find your feet really strong and sturdy. Maybe pick up the toes and spread all of them out, and then set them back down. Good. And then we'll take an inhale, put your weight into the left foot, inhale the right knee up. Good, balance here. And then we'll step it back, warrior one. Good, so find warrior one. Set yourself up here. Find something in that back hip flexor, back leg. Now, first step, close your eyes. See how it changes it. And then I want you to take 3 breaths. Count your own breath. 3 breaths, but I want you to be fully in this warrior one. Feel it with your whole body. 3 breaths. Be in it. After that 3rd exhale, you just open your eyes, pop them open. Good. Warrior 2. When you're finished. Good. So now arms come front and back. We turn the toes so they face the long edge of the mat, the back toes. Good. Front knee over front ankle. Same thing. Take an inhale and the exhale, close the eyes. 3 breaths of really being in your body and in this pose. After that 3rd exhale, just pop open the eyes when you've done. Good. Take an inhale, pull the fingertips apart. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Frame the front foot, vinyasa, optional, or straight to downward facing dog. So a step back to plank, either lower down all the way or halfway. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Start to walk the hands to the back of the mat, hands to feet at the back of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And then big inhale all the way up to standing, arms out wide. Exhale, down through center. Good. Find Tadasana once more. Hands down by the side. Get heavy through the feet. Find your pelvis and your core. The heart lifts. Same thing. Transfer the weight into the left foot. Inhale the right leg up. Balance. Good. Now you're going to step yourself out. Warrior one. Yeah. Good. Good. Close your eyes. 3 breaths. Being in this pose. Sink into your body. Don't ignore it and just try to get through it, but be in it. Good. And then we'll transition when you're done to warrior two. Close the eyes. 3 breaths. Sink all the way to your heels with your mind. Go all the way up through your body. When you finish with that 3rd exhale, you can cartwheel the hands down, optional vinyasa. Frame the front foot, step back to plank. Lower through vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Good. We have 5 breaths of either rest in child's or downward facing dog or belly shavasana. Three more. Good. We'll take a look at the hands. When you're ready, make your way in front of the mats. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Big breath all the way up to standing. Arms out wide. Come down through center. Find Tadasana. Re-center. And we're going to go the other side now. Transfer weight into the right foot. Lift the left leg 90-90. Good. We'll step it back. Warrior one. Arms come overhead. Hips to the front of the mat. Find something in the back hip flexor, then close the eyes. Settle in for 3 breaths. After you finish that third exhale, warrior 2. Once you hit warrior 2, take a moment, settle in, and then take a breath. Find the eyes closed. 3 breaths. After that third exhale, we'll cartwheel the hands down. Frame the front foot, step back to plank, optional vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Good. We'll take a look at the feet. Walk the hands to the feet. Inhale, take a half lift. Exhale, fold. Big breath all the way up to standing. Down through center. Tadasana. Center yourself. When you're ready, the left leg will come 90-90 once more. And we'll step ourselves forward. Warrior 1. Good. 3 breaths here with eyes closed, sinking in. After that third exhale, warrior 2. Three breaths. Eyes closed. Good. Take an inhale on the exhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Optional vinyasa. So good. We'll meet downward facing dog. 5 breaths, your choice. Child's pose, downward facing dog, belly rest, something else. Good. One more big breath. Good. We'll drop to our knees or come up onto our knees, tabletop position. Maybe take a couple rounds of cat-cow. Maybe you sit back on the heels and roll out the wrists for a moment. Take just a couple of intuitive movements here. We've done a lot on our wrists so far. And then maybe we fall back to some cat-cows. Good. From your cat-cows, we will sit back into rock pose, form of Virasana. So we'll bring the heels together, sit back, take the glutes back onto the heels. So this is just a transition. I have no idea what this is going to be like for you. It really depends on your feet. But if anybody wants to try it, they can. You'll take an inhale, start to walk your hands back. And you'll come onto your glutes. Yeah, I know. So we're just playing. Like if it's like no way in hell, just kick the toes out to one side. Yeah, good. So we'll find our glutes wherever you landed. Good. And then extend the legs out. Good. So we'll find our blocker bolster, blocks or bolster, if you think you're going to need it. We're going to be just playing around with our L-sit a little bit here. So they'll come underneath our heels. We'll plant the hands, and we're just going to use the core, hold ourselves up. Now, for the bolsters, are just helping us get a little bit more leverage. So first, let's just do that. Find a block, bolster, whatever. Take an inhale, tuck the pelvis under, float the hips. Good, good, good. Stay there, stay there. 2 more. Good, and then bring the hips down. Good, so what we don't want is we don't want to start leaning back, floating the hips. So keep the shoulders right over the hips, okay? So we're gonna go up again. Go ahead, take an inhale, lift the pelvis up, press into the hand. And then I want you to float the right heel up. Bring the right heel, yeah, get it, get it, get it. Good, drop yourself down. Good, rest. Good, and then we'll go the other side. Plant the hands, shoulders over the hips, take an inhale, lift your pelvis up. Left foot lifts. Good, drop yourself down. Remove any block or bolster you have. Let's just see what it's like. Good, 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 good. Or if you like the blocks, you can keep them. So we'll extend the feet back out, plant the hands. Take an inhale, lift the pelvis up. Hold, hold, hold. Get it up there, get it up there. Good, rest, rest, rest. You can bring the blocks back if you like them. They just help me lift my pelvis up and help me get that range of motion. Now we're gonna do this 2 more times, just 2 more times, lifting one foot and then resting, and then the other one and resting. With or without props, it's up to you. Plant the hands, tuck the pelvis, inhale, lift the pelvis up. The right heel floats, right heel floats. Get it, get it, get it. Nice, nice, good, rest. Shake out the legs if you need. We got 1 more. Good, plant the hands, lift the pelvis, and then lift the left heel. Keep the shoulders over the hips, don't lean back. Good, rest. Come all the way down onto your backs, all the way down into your backs. Let the knees come into chest. Give yourself a big squeeze here. Maybe find some intuitive motion side to side. Good. Eventually, let's extend both legs out towards the front of the mat. So we'll lay them down. We'll bring the right sole of the foot into the left inner thigh. This is laying tree. Yeah, good. Let that right knee fall out to the side. You're welcome to bring a block underneath that right knee if that feels like it's going to feel good. Good. Take some deep breaths here, especially if you lost the breath. Good. And then if you feel ready, we can switch the sides. Extend the right foot out, and then the left sole of the foot will come into the right inner thigh, laying tree. Keep the right hip planted. Good, and then eventually we'll plant both soles of the feet onto the mat. The knees will be coming towards the ceiling. A couple rounds of bridge here. Tuck the pelvis under you. Press the shoulder blades into the mat. Roll them underneath of you. Take an inhale. Press into the heels. The pelvis lifts. Good. Slowly on an exhale, coming down. Now for this next one, it's just an option. If you want to put your hands in the wheel position, they'll just come up by the ears, fingertips towards your shoulders, and the elbows just come up to the ceiling. We're not going to lift ourselves up, but just finding the arms of wheel during bridge is an option. Take an inhale, press the shoulders still into the mat, especially the heels, and lift the pelvis up. Good. Now this is just wheel arms. This is preparation for wheel. Won't go into it, but just kind of feeling it out. Spread the fingers out wide. Try to press into the palms a little bit. Elbows come straight up to the ceiling. Yes, good. And then back a little bit. Exhale, drop everything down. Knees into chest. Give yourself a big hug. Big hug, big hug, big hug. Good. Rock along the spine 3 to 5 times. Find the momentum bringing you all the way up into tabletop position. Good. If you need to take any cat-cows, go for it. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Take what you need from this, pedal out the feet. Take an inhale, the right leg lifts, big three-legged dog, flex the toes to the face. Good, and then bring that right knee to the right nose. Right knee, right nose, bend in this, the right knee. Get it there, get it there. Good, inhale it back, press into your heel. Press, 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 press. Good, one more time. Bring it to the nose. Extend it back, press into your heel, press, 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 press. Good, step it through in between the hands. High crescent lunge first. Tuck the back toes, inhale yourself up, big breath. Good, on the exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Take an inhale, we're gonna bring that left elbow to the right knee for a twist. Left elbow to the right knee, good. Find something in your hip. Press the palms together, lift the heart up to the ceiling. You're trying to turn the heart up to the ceiling. Good. Good, and then you're just gonna step yourself up to the front of the mat with that back leg. Chair. Good. And then take an inhale, lift yourself all the way up, chair pose, arms overhead. Keep the hips sinking back. Two more breaths. Take an inhale, lift yourself all the way up, get tall, exhale, forward fold. We're gonna move through vinyasa. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, full, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank. Your choice. Good, left leg lifts, big three-legged dog. Flex the toes to the face, press through the heel. Bring the knee to the nose. Good, extend it back, press through your heel. Good, knee to nose. Good, extend it back. Good, bring it through in between the hands, high crescent lunge. Good, set yourself up. Rest if you need to, please. Hands come to heart center. Right elbow, left knee. Spin the heart up to the ceiling, press it to the hands, get long through the back leg. And then just step that back foot up to the front foot. Seated twist. So good. Nice, you guys. Big inhale all the way up to chair pose. Arms come overhead. Sit yourself down. Two more. One more. Good, inhale all the way up. Stand up straight, shake out the legs if you need. Good, nice job. We're gonna move through last vinyasa here, so take your time, let it be kind of cool down mode when you're ready. When you are ready. You want to say it or no? Beautiful. Take an inhale. Right leg lifts, big three-legged dog. Let's bring it through for pigeon pose. Right knee to the right wrist, right ankle to the left wrist. Take an inhale. Maybe pull the heart as high as you can. Get long through the front of the body, and then exhale, forward fold. And maybe you stay up for a few moments, maybe not. Walk the back knee as far back as you can. Keep the toes in line with the heel. We'll take 6 more. Two more. Now take an inhale, come up onto the hands first. And then maybe you start to flex the left toes towards your glute, and maybe you reach back and reach for that back foot, whichever side you'd like. Maybe the left hand reaches back for the left foot. Good, just playing with it, seeing where it's at. Good, take an inhale, then exhale, slowly release. Good, we're gonna tuck the left toes. Push yourselves back to tabletop position. Move through anything you need to from pigeon. Good, find neutral spine. Take an inhale, the right leg comes straight back behind you. Flex the toes to the face, pinky toe turned down. Take that right foot, put it in line with the left toes. Inhale the right arm up, side plank. Good. So we're going to come to lizards from here. We're going to inhale that right leg up, float it, and then bring it through, step it to the front of the mat. Good. Plant both hands to the inside of that front foot. Walk the back knee as far back as you like. You can walk the front foot out a little bit more if you'd like. Find lizard's pose. This is it right here. You can stay here or come down onto the elbows. You want this? Oh, you want it? You're welcome to find a block or bolster to assist you as well. We got 3 to 4 more breaths. Good. Take an inhale, come up onto the hands. Step yourself back to tabletop. Move through whatever you'd like. You can move through a vinyasa if you'd like. You can find child's pose for a moment. Good. In the next couple of moments, we'll find pigeon on the left side. From downward facing dog, the left leg will lift. We'll bring it through for pigeon pose. Maybe you take an inhale, you shine the heart up, get long through the front of the body, shine the heart open, and when you're ready, on an exhale, forward folding. Walking the back knee as far back as you can, untucking the toes. Good, and then settling in. About 6 more. Good, taking an inhale, working back up onto the hands. Now first, let's just pause here, and maybe you extend that back, or you flex the back heel towards the glutes. Maybe you reach back with one hand, whichever one you'd like. Maybe, it's all just maybes. Find some breath here. Good, gently unwind. We'll move back to tabletop position. Moving away if you need. We'll find tabletop position, extend the left leg behind us, flex the toes to the face, and then modified side plank. The left foot comes in line with the right toes. Extend the left arm up. Good, and then inhale, float the left foot up. Now as quietly as we can, we'll bring that left foot and plant it right to the front of the mat. Nice, bring both hands to the inside of the front foot, walk the back knee back. Untuck the toes. Find your version of lizard's pose tonight. Blocks, bolsters, elbows, hands, whatever you'd like. Four more. Good, we'll eventually work ourselves back to tabletop position, move in whatever way you need. Cat, cow, tabletop, downward facing dog, child's. We'll move through just one little bit of Kundalini before we kind of sit down onto our backs. We'll find rock pose once more. Bring the knees together, sit back on the heels. We'll bring the fingers into the palm, extend the thumb out. Take an inhale, bring yourself right overhead. Roll the shoulder blades back, tuck the pelvis under. So we're going to do breath of fire. It sounds like this. So it's powerful, controlled breaths, exhales through the nose. So you're just breathing through the nose. So we'll take an inhale, full exhale. Inhale, and then exhale, breath of fire. Doesn't have to be loud, just do your own. Control your breath, powerful exhales, powerful exhales. Bring the belly in. Thirty more seconds. Keep the arms strong, 10. Big inhale, hold. Exhale, arms come down, roll forward, kick the feet out to one side. We'll work our way onto our backs. So once you found your back, I'll offer a spinal twist here. We'll let the knees come into chest, let the arms come out to a T. Let the legs fall to the right. If you like a little bit more, you can extend that right leg straight to the front of the mat if you want something a little bit deeper. When your body tells you to come to the other side, go for it. Only when your body says. Maybe let the gaze come opposite. When your body tells you to come back center, go for it. And then take a moment to check in. What else does your practice need tonight? Does it need plow pose or shoulder stand or happy baby or something else that's not on your back? Could be anything. Legs at the wall, you're welcome to find a wall. Whenever you finish with whatever you needed, you can find Shavasana, the final resting pose, but only when you've finished. Relax your face, your shoulders. Letting everything sink down. A couple of thoughts I'll leave you with. You owe it to yourself to become everything you dreamed of being. Your productivity does not determine your value. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to say no. It's okay to do nothing sometimes. Take a big inhale, big breath in. Slow exhale. And then some gentle motions. Come back to the body. Eventually finding fetal position on either side. Giving yourself a big hug here. Thanking yourself for showing up, not just here, but to your life every day, even when you really, really don't want to. When you're ready, we'll find any seated position that feels good with eyes closed, hands out, heart center. Let the eyes close, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Press the fingertips together slightly, press the palms together. Take a big inhale together. Exhale. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming. It's always an honor and a pleasure, always. Big breath in. Exhale, gentle forward fold. Namaste.